Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. I am a daycare owner and I live in the beautiful island of Anguilla. Today is Sunday, May 19th. Today is reset day. Tomorrow is a holiday, so no daycare. So I'm trying to get as much done today so that tomorrow I can actually rest and do something outside of my house. Knowing me, I probably won't do anything outside my house, but I'll try. So the purpose of my channel is to document my journey as a business owner. I am trying to grow the daycare center, which is also my house, into one that is successful. And once I have mastered this formula into success, then I can go ahead and open a new location. With God's help, I know that is going to be possible, but it's going to take a lot of resources and some time and consistency. You know, a lot of people, they decide to go into business and then somewhere down the line they decide, okay, it's not working, and they just give up. That's not my goal, even though sometimes I feel like giving up because this industry can be quite difficult because it's kind of limited with what you can do. But then with me, I'm just changing my mindset because I don't want to limit myself to just the bare minimum. Oh, I'm just gonna have a daycare to just care for people, children, and that's it. I want to make sure that my program is one that is wholesome, and that children can thrive and that they can learn a lot, learn about God, learn about their everyday needs, learn about their education, all kind of things. I want them to be able to learn through my program. So it's not just a basic daycare. It's something that's special and something that is different. And I just want to give it my all. So if that is something you're interested in looking at or following along, please subscribe. And I thank all of you who have already subscribed and all of you who have supported me and given me ideas and tips. You guys are the best. So let's get into it. Okay, so I finished setting back up the infant room. I moved the rocker because we're supposed to be having a new baby come in next week, and then in June we'll have another one. So it'll be 5 babies in the infant room. Then by September we'll be back down to 4. So these bouncers, the things are getting washed, but they are usually in front of this chair. And then we have like their floor time mats here. And so everything is where it's supposed to be for the new week. So, yeah. Hi, today is May 20th and I'm currently at my desk preparing for a 4-day work week. I'm preparing my lesson plan for this week, and I just wanted to walk through the curriculum that I have created for my daycare. I was previously using Tots to the Tops lesson plans. She is a YouTuber and a daycare owner herself, and she created some really cool stuff. However, I just feel like for my daycare, I prefer to have a more play-based, hands-on, interactive lesson plan for my children rather than having more of tracing and writing. I feel like that is stuff for preschool, and that's just not the way I want to go for my business. I just want to have a curriculum that is more fun for the children that I have at my center. So the last 2 weeks, and I did use her templates on how to create a lesson plan and how to create some interactive worksheets. So as I go along, I guess eventually I will, figure out what works and what's more interactive and the things that, I want to add. First off, I want to buy theme-based animals, characters, whatever the theme is. I want to have toys that match the theme because I want to have a play-based program. So if, for instance, this month we did flower garden, so I would want to have like garden tool toys and flowers and all of the things to bring the curriculum to life. So that is my vision. I am currently just starting out, and with time and with God's help, I'll be able to get all of the resources that I need so that I can create a wholesome program for my daycare kiddos. So this is what the lesson plan looks like. It's she has the same kind of table thing, so I just used it so as a guide. So we are focusing on flower garden for the month of May. The color that we looked at on week 1, which was 2 weeks ago, we didn't start in the first week, we started on the second week. So we focused on green, G1, and circle. So I have flashcards here, so they will go in these cube things. And so we have the shapes, and I have some more. Where are they? Okay, so they're somewhere. Oh, here they are. So we have the shapes and the number and the letter, and we have the garden tool, the flower, and the water pots, so that they can learn. And then they had the color green as well for week 1. Some of the activity sheets that they would have focused on. Week 1 had more activity sheets than week 2. So week 1 they had to color a flower green. They had to color the number 1 green. They had to create leaf hands with paint, and then they had to color a butterfly red. Then for the actual interactive worksheets that they did as a group, which I used, I like the Velcro style of it because it's more interactive. The children could participate and they don't have to focus on holding a marker or a pencil or something. So I made a typo in this one, but they had to count the flowers and put the numbers in the correct space. This is the matching garden tool, garden objects, and so they had to stick them in the right spaces. Then I did a flower matching letter activity where they had to find the letters that they had in their hand that's on the sheet and then stick them underneath to match. And then for week 2, I'm trying to go through this quickly so that this portion of the video doesn't be too long. So for the beginning of each learning session, there is going to be a song, songs that kind of match the theme. Now I don't have all the songs now, but for this week we were able to use some of the songs that we have that kind of matches. Some of these songs is for like farm, but it's a garden. It's also teaching them nursery rhymes. We have for week 2, we focused on yellow, letter A, number 2, shaped diamond. Each week they were to water the plant with the spray bottles. They were to go outside for gross motor. They had dancing, they had story time, they had the flashcards that we go through every day so that they can be able to identify numbers. But we also want to focus in on a specific number so that they can be able to point out the number a lot easier. So this week we focused a lot on Play-Doh, playing. So they had to create a diamond out of Play-Doh. They had to create a butterfly out of Play-Doh. They had to color a butterfly red. They had to paint a butterfly with their hands, and they had to color the number 2. So this is the activities that they did. This is so cute. And they colored number 2. And then these are the worksheets that they would have done this week. The teachers is the ones who would do the circling and the drawing of the lines, but the children are the ones who would be doing the identifying of the objects or animals. So they had to find the yellow butterfly, they had to count the objects, the animal and the flower, and then point out the number so that teacher could circle it for them. Then they had to match the garden objects. They had to find number 2, and I purposely did it another color so it makes it easier for them to see. And then they had to find the letter A. So we also used G because they focused on G last week, so we wanted to figure out if they, they have a grasp on the difference between the two letters. As you can see, it is a lot of supplies that are being used for my curriculum, and this week I decided not to do anything new because we are low on supplies and I don't want to spend too much on supplies because, like I said, we have this project that needs to be funded and I need to be wise with my resources. So we're just going to be doing a recap this week. We're going to go over the activities that we did so that we can solidify the things that they would have learned, and for all of the things that the crafts and stuff that they would have done, my plan is to scan them and create a portfolio for each child. And so once they would have been transition on, the parents would get a digital copy of the portfolio of all of the crafts that they would have done, and they can have them forever and ever and ever always. So yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm also educating myself on how to integrate play-based curriculum for young children. So I'm reading this book so that I can have an understanding, because your girl didn't go to school for early childhood, and I am trying my best to do the best that I can so that the program is interactive, it's fun, and it's teaching the children. I had this brilliant idea to put the laminating pieces together that I have been saving to make a laminating sheet to laminate the lesson plan that I just made, the recap lesson plan. Now, as you can see, the back, the first part, the back piece is missing, but all the rest pieces are attached. So but where is the back piece? The back piece is stuck in the roller of the laminator. It's stuck in the roll, so it's just going round and round and round and round in the laminator. I'm afraid to turn off my laminating machine, because now if I turn it off, it probably might get cold and then it probably won't. No, this is the backbone of the curriculum planning, because if this match up, then what you gonna do? So apart from my work life, I am taking some leisure time at the beach. Rest is important, guys. Take your rest. Make sure you take your rest. Get outside sometimes. Go in the sun. A chip castle.
A chip castle.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Look, it's right there.
Yeah, chip castle. Look at how beautiful the sky is.